Hey everyone, how's it going? Dr. Ironbat Prime 2.0 back with this review, and well, this is pretty much my thoughts and review on the entire season 1 of the series Ahsoka on Disney Plus. Because the show just wrapped up just yesterday at the point in time I'm videoing this, and well, I'm ready to give my thoughts and review, and just, well, because I'm a Star Wars fan at heart, and Ahsoka's an interesting character, and I want to talk about the series as a whole. And there will be spoilers, so don't say I didn't warn you with spoilers, because in order for me to give my full thoughts and full opinion, there's going to be spoilers. So don't say I didn't warn you about spoilers. So, what do I think about the series Ahsoka? I really enjoy this series. I think it's really good. It has so much potential. I mean, this is like something that every diehard Star Wars fan would love and enjoy. I mean, it's probably up there being one of my favorites, and Dave Filoni just went all out on this series, and it just works very well. I mean, really captures the essence of Ahsoka. I mean, the music is great, the cinematography, the costumes, the characters, the storyline. It's, I find it all to be very perfect, and it's again, it's probably up there being one of my few favorites, and creators and everyone just went all out to make it perfect. Because if you're in any way a fan of Ahsoka Tano, then I'm pretty sure you'll love and enjoy seeing her in live action and just seeing her in her own solo series. Again, this is probably up there being one of my few favorites of like Star Wars series, and well, best way of saying it on what this show is really like, it's pretty much Ahsoka Tano kind of sort of on her own, but they also put it in the world of Star Wars Rebels, and they even sprinkled in a little bit of some Star Wars The Clone Wars in it. And I'll admit, Rosario Dawson did an amazing job playing Ahsoka. Like, I've been a fan of the character since I first watched Clone Wars, and well, let's just say I really like how Dave Filoni and, again, Rosario Dawson were able to just bring the character to life. Sure, we got a glimpse of her in, like, one episode of Season 2 of Mandalorian, and also we did see, like, a quick 5-minute glimpse of her in Book of Boba Fett, and now we got to see her in full action and everything, and it's super good. It's super enjoyable. I mean, props to Rosario for just playing the character. I think she did a great job. I mean, the makeup, the costume, and the way that they just went all out on everything with her, because again, she's an interesting character, and even though she's no Jedi, she's just up there being one of my favorites. Well, just one of my favorite characters in the world of Star Wars, of course. But of course, there are some other characters that I do want to talk about. I mean, we had Hera come in this series, even Sabine, and even Chopper was in this series for a short amount of time. If you're in any way of a fan and know Star Wars Rebels, of course I do, and every diehard Star Wars fan does, but it was great to see Hera in live action. She was interesting. If you liked her from Rebels, you'll like her in this series. And same goes for Sabine. I mean, it's like they literally pulled everything from the Rebels animated series into live action, and it worked. I mean, Sabine might have changed the most, mainly because she really wants to find Ezra, and in a way, they kind of sort of are like family. So, yeah, it does, she might have changed up the most, and I do like how she would pretty much go from Mandalorian to, be trained to be somewhat of a Jedi. But yeah, in a way, she may be a Padawan, but I like to see where her story goes in the future. But also, it was funny to see Chopper again. I mean, if you loved and enjoyed him in the Rebels, you'll enjoy him in this series. Even though he's a bit come and go, and I do wish that we would see more of him. I thought he was funny, and yeah, again, it was great to see all the interesting characters, and there were several others that were like adapted from like Clone Wars and Rebels to live action. And again, Dave Filoni did an amazing job at just bringing them to life and just making it work. And that's like one of my favorite things about the show. But there were a couple of familiar faces in this series as well. Heck, we got Hayden Christian to come back as Anakin Skywalker, and we even had Ezra Bridger in this series. I mean, it felt good to see Ezra again. I mean, I was shocked and surprised to see him alive. And I keep forgetting the actor's name that plays him, but I thought he was a good choice, and I thought he did an amazing job playing the character. Ezra might have changed a bit because, let's face it, I mean, after everything from the events of Rebels, he's pretty much now just changed a bit. But it's good, and it was great to see Ezra alive again. And Hayden Christian, I mean, wow, I was shocked and surprised. I mean, sure, we got a glimpse of him in like a couple episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I'm glad that he's getting a warm welcome, and it just felt good to see him as Anakin again, especially in that Clone Wars flashback slash episode. That's probably my favorite episode, but along with a younger Ahsoka and just, well, he wants to complete Ahsoka's training. It worked, and I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, that has to be like another one of my favorite things about the series, so props to the creators on that. We had Baylan Skull, Shin Hati, Morgan Elsbeth, and even Grand Admiral Thrawn in this series. First off, let me just say, well, for Ray Stevenson, well, may you rest in peace, and R.I.P. You gave us one hell of a performance. I mean, it does sadden my heart that Ray may not have seen, well, his completed work, but he did an amazing job playing a villain, and all the other villains are great. I mean, Shin was great, Morgan was great, and Thrawn. Even though he only showed up in like the last 3 episodes, wow, he was cool, he was scary. I mean, if you love Thrawn from Rebels and, just the little bit of the Star Wars Legends comics and stories, well, I'm pretty sure you'll love Thrawn in this series because, I mean, even though he's no Sith Lord and even though he's not a bounty hunter, he's up there being like one of the scariest villains in Star Wars, and heck, he's probably I would say he's like one of the top 5 smartest characters in the world of Star Wars. I mean, that's just my opinion, and I said it. He's probably that smart. But yeah, I mean, it was great to see these interesting villains right by Ahsoka, just facing them and just coming into contact and all that, but it worked out very well. And wrapping my thoughts to a close, I mean, I'll admit the show did end on a cliffhanger with, well, sure, Ezra was reunited with, the New Republic, and he was also, reunited with several friends, of course. But it does make me question, like, what's going to happen to Ahsoka and Sabine now that they're trapped on different planets. Well, yeah, it does sadden my heart that we were in a way left on a cliffhanger. But hey, at least there is room for a second season. I don't know when we're gonna get a second season yet, but hey, I'm looking forward to when that happens. Heck, I'm looking forward to whatever Star Wars projects happen next. So, yeah, I'm just too excited, that's all. But besides all that, again, really enjoyed the series, really thought it was fun. If you love and enjoy Ahsoka, then you'll love and enjoy her in her own solo series. And just to wrap it up on this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell, so that way, you guys are notified for my next videos and all that. Share this video with your friends, and it would just be very supportive if you guys did that for me. But also, don't forget to follow me on all my social media stuff, which is just right here. So I just might follow you guys right back. But till my next video, this is Dr. Ironbat Prime 2.0, aka Noah, signing out, and may the Force be with you.